coach and know what's going on. And, I still have a lot to learn, like you said, but getting out there on game day and finally seeing stuff click and understand why I had to do this and, understand when I messed up and why. It's cool to be out there and get that firsthand experience.
Were you able to take a moment and I'm sure that's something that you and Danny playing alongside each other have talked about for a long time. Mm-hmm. Were you able to kind of soak it in?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, me and Danny were talking to each other before the game, saying, this is what we've been talking about. This is what we've been working for in the offseason. Let's go out there and fly around and be us. You know what I mean? So it was definitely a cool thing in the moment. And, I'm just excited, looking forward into the future.
General, a question about the team. You guys looked pretty good last year in the opener and gave fans a lot of reason to hope and be excited about things. Did today feel different than even that? In terms of setting a tone for an opener?
Yeah, I mean, winning the opener and setting the tone, that's one of our biggest goals. But like I said earlier, we're worried about beating Oklahoma this year, not beating Oklahoma and playing to a nameless, faceless opponent every week and trying to go 1-0 every week. So setting a tone like this with an opener and, just going out there and being ourselves is definitely a great starting point that we're excited about.
How intense was it over on the sideline in the second half, keeping the shutout with some of those other guys in there?
Yeah, for sure. I'm first of all super pumped to see a lot of guys get a lot of reps and a lot of different people going in, and so just keeping that intensity and not letting our foot off the pedal and just finishing it out and stomping it out. That was one of the biggest things that we were trying to focus on. And you could just feel the energy on the sideline. Like everybody was playing like it was still 0-0. Nobody was letting up. So that was something we were super pumped about.
Pretty excited for Kobe. It seemed like he was all over the field in the third and fourth quarters.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, Kobe and all those other guys that got a bunch of reps. We're super excited to get a lot of guys rolling in and playing a lot of good football. You know what I mean? Like we get a bunch of different guys in and they're still playing to that standard that we talk about, and they're all still playing like they could be taking the first team reps. You know what I mean? So that's what we're excited about.
You talked about played for a year now, and you've been at this position for a while now. Did it feel more like football than last year, where you were constantly learning, constantly trying to pick things up?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I mentioned earlier, I've started seeing things a lot more on the field and knowing, when I messed up and why I messed up, or why this play was good for me or where I'm supposed to be, and it's easier to see and easier to diagnose on the field now. And I'm super excited about how the game's slowing down for me.
So you talked about how this game kind of sets the tone for the season as a whole, but those couple plays that Gavin made on the front end, how did that set the tone for this game in particular?
Gavin Freeman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just starting off like that. It was last year his first touch, he scored, and this year his first touch he scored as well, and that's something that we're super excited about. Just him individually, just what he brings to our team and how freaky athletic he is. We call him G Freaky just because of how freaky athletic he is. So, we're super excited about how he was able to set the tone today, and super excited about him going into the future.
Is that the kind of stuff? It seems like he does that every week at practice. Mm-hmm. Is it almost not surprising now that you just almost expect he's going to do something crazy?
Oh yeah, I mean, like when they posted that video of him hurdling Key on the Key obviously let off, so no hard feelings for that. But it's like you can see on the sideline, like everybody's just standing here like this, like he does this all the time. Like we're so used to seeing him doing these crazy things in practice. Like it's like when he does them in the games, it's like, all right, well, it's game habit or practice habits become reality. That's what who he is every day.
Brent was talking about the cohesion of this defense. Just first time out this season, what's it like just playing alongside each other?
Yeah, for sure. We're just a really tight knit unit. We love each other. We love to play for each other. We've been through a lot together. Year two in the defense, and even those new guys coming in, they came in and they got right with the program, and they understand the standards and they love what we're working towards. So there's a lot of cohesion out there, and we all love to fly around and play for each other, which is really important and something we've been developing the past 8 months and the past 2 years now. The other guys have been here last year as well, but it's something that's really important to us is developing that tight bond.
The first time you came out, Kip came in behind you. Did he go to Mike? Like he's listed as the backup Mike, or did Danny slide over?
Danny was playing Mike, and Kip went to Will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what's the deal there? It's just easier for a young guy to take on Will, or?
No, not necessarily. I think it's just we're just rotating different guys, different spots, different backers to see who can do what. And, probably get Danny some Mike film as well, and for that reason.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You've got a great vantage point for the D-line to see what those guys are doing up front. What did you think of their performance today?
Yeah, obviously when the D-line is doing their thing, it makes the game a lot slower for us. So we're really excited about what they brought to the game today and how they flied around and played fast and hard and violent.